I am Ashish Goel. I'm the new chair of Management Science and Engineering at Stanford. I did my PhD in computer science, also from Stanford, and my research area very broadly is algorithms. So when I graduated in 1999 with a PhD, algorithms, which is my area, was about making computers work better. How do you do better routing in the internet? How do you make a web search engine just work faster? Around the time I was graduating, I realized that you could also use algorithms to add values to socioeconomic systems. So you're not trying to make a hard disk operate better or design a chip to be more efficient. You're trying to understand how to take a complex human system and make that run more efficiently. And once that became a driving interest in my own research, there was no better place than MS&E for doing work at the intersection of technology and socioeconomic systems. First of all, it's always the people. Our students, our faculty, our staff are phenomenal. Their expertise ranges from the very technical in optimization, probability, machine learning, statistical causal inference, all the way to very people oriented. When we had our 25th anniversary, I got to see the range of work that our alumni are doing, the amount of excitement that we have. And really, we couldn't be prouder of what our ex colleagues, our ex students have done. We really have become much bigger than the sum of our parts. And it's to a large part because of our alumni. So that's the people. The next is the problems. They're the most relevant and pressing challenges of our time. How do we take all this technological progress? How do we harness it so that we actually add socioeconomic value, not just technical value? And the third is the network. We are the place to come if you want to interact with some of the leading thinkers of the age. We interact with industry, with the venture ecosystem. Of course, we are an academic department, but the entire network that we provide, the ecosystem is incredible. And we really hope that if you're an aspiring researcher, a student, you would come and hang out with us. So I'll take the challenges and the opportunities first. They're the same thing. We live in a transformational time. It's clear to everyone that not just the changes of the last 25 years, but also the next 25 years are going to basically rewrite not just how technology works, but they're rewriting how society works. But then, even more fundamentally, as educators, what are we preparing our students for? What do they need to do? What do they need to learn? These issues go deeper than how do we, as individual faculty members, teach our own classes. And that's a big opportunity for us to lead because there are many educational areas in which MS&E is a clear leader. Decisions, entrepreneurship, organizations, operations research. How we develop our educational curriculum is going to reverberate across academia. The other one is on the research side. How do we come up with algorithms to align AI systems? How do we understand how to shape work as work becomes hybrid? On the societal impact side, what can we do to make positive change in society? I feel like with the people here, the problems here, the networks here, we have the opportunity to make transformative impact. And my vision is to just help realize that impact. Well, we can't do it alone. We need your ideas. If you're a student, come hang out in the third floor of the Huang building, catch hold of our faculty, come to our classes. If you're an industry partner, reach out to our staff, reach out to me. We would love to get your ideas, your support. If you are a young faculty member, please make us a destination to come and give talks here. If you're a PhD student, consider us when you are applying for a faculty position. We are the right place. Just come help us make it a reality. Thank you. Over the last 25 years, MS&E has really benefited from very strong leadership. And I want to especially give a shout out to our outgoing chair, Pam Hines. Pam has been a phenomenal leader and also a cheerleader. And she has shepherded our department through some very difficult times. For example, the aftermath of COVID. And during all this, she also found time to launch a really exciting new class, Organizations for Good. I think the one way in which our alums and our students and our faculty have a way of contributing is not just as citizens, but also as thought leaders. Our students are equipped by virtue of their training to not just contribute personally, but to actually make deep research contributions, deep technical contributions to how we address sustainability, how we address the alignment of AI, how we address this coming economic tsunami that AI is going to bring to bear. So I think our unique skills are that we don't just think about these problems, right? We actually can help solve them using the techniques that we develop in MS&E. And I think our initiatives around MS&E for good have a huge role. The last few years, my research group has developed these two large platforms, one on participatory budgeting, one on deliberation. A lot of cities, nonprofits, organizations, even universities like Stanford use it to get deliberative input from their constituents as an input to their decision making. That research has been very rewarding. More recently, I've gotten really excited about this idea that we need to really re architect some of the socioeconomic primitives which underlie the internet. How do we have conversations? How do we monetize search engines? How do we align AIs? How do we redesign dating apps so people can have more fulfilling romantic relationships? I feel like all these socioeconomic primitives in the internet are not necessarily designed the right way, and I'm excited about redesigning them. My fun actually is a lot of work. Uh, I am a pilot, I'm commercially rated, and I volunteer for a search and rescue organization. So I spend a lot of my free time just staying current, training to be able to fly in the mountains, to be able to participate in the search and rescue missions. It's very rewarding. So I'm glad that I can combine something I really like doing, which is flying, with something which hopefully also has a positive societal benefit.